Hi guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. In this video, we're talking all about Property 118 and the recent saga they've been caught up with the accusations from tax policy associates, from Dan over there, basically calling out the scheme, saying that it's tax avoidance and saying that it doesn't work. I'm going to put the link in the description below to this article. It's a very long one, very technical. We're not going to run through it all in this video because it probably will send a lot of you to sleep. But what we're going to do is we're going to run through some of the key bits so that you know what it is and you know to steer clear, basically what you should also do if you've been involved and you've suffered as part of this scheme. So the first thing that this is, basically it's all about incorporating your property portfolio. So as you know, Section 24 came in and basically you didn't want property in your own name anymore, you wanted it in a limited company instead so that you could still deduct your mortgage interest. The problem was getting the properties that were already in your own name into a limited company, especially where you had mortgages on them, long fixed rates. You didn't want to have to completely refinance them because that would cost you a lot of money. So actually what these guys did, they come up with something called the substantial incorporation structure, which is where you effectively transfer over basically the beneficial ownership and separate out the legal title so that you continue to have the mortgages in your own name, but all the rental income and expenses get recorded in a limited company, and then basically the company just indemnifies you personally for the mortgage payments and transfers the money over for you to continue paying the mortgages in your own name, and then you just remortgage those properties in the company name as and when it actually happens. But as you'll see is if you read through this article, there's so many different points where this doesn't work. The first one, this is tax avoidance. This is probably a scheme, and it's a tax avoidance scheme which should be promoted. Basically, when you're promoting this kind of stuff, the scheme needs to be notified to HMRC and to DOTAS. And then when you're entering into these schemes as well, you need to make a disclosure on your tax return. So that's kind of one thing immediately that they've mentioned. The second, professional standards, not qualified at all. There's no chartered accountants or chartered tax advisors working within Property 118. They've spoken to some of the leading mortgage experts from the UK Finance Association here. And basically everyone here said that from a mortgage point of view, this does default on the mortgage. So if and when the lender were to ever find out about this, they would call in the entire loan. So lenders don't approve it. And the list goes on. It really is it's a fantastic article. You know, it's the capital gains are looking at here, and basically about how the incorporation relief doesn't actually apply in their view. They've got one of the leading experts on stamp duty, land tax. Sean, he's literally one of the leading guys on stamp duty, especially when it comes to residential property. Fantastic guy, and he's literally come in here and said that this doesn't work from a stamp duty point of view either. So really, on so many different levels, this scheme actually fails from a tax point of view. Again, here the indemnity payments, because there's actually no expense to offset them off, because the mortgage interest is only deductible if you've got a property business. Well, actually those indemnity payments are actually taxable receipts of income on your self-assessment tax return. Same with inheritance tax, and they've also called out less tax for landlords as well, and basically looked into what they're promoting, because this kind of stuff, it really is going to blow up very soon for a lot of people. So the stamp duty avoidance, the capital gains tax, really it's worth checking out this article, having a read through this, and if you have entered into this scheme, do seek independent legal advice, because it's important that you actually look to fix what problem Property 118 have created as soon as possible. But really guys, I do encourage you to check this. I'm just spreading this here for awareness, because obviously a lot of people that follow me here are property investors, and I don't want anybody to get caught into this Property 118 scheme and ultimately lose out and end up paying more taxes and more money than they otherwise would have. Hope you find this video useful. Please do give it a thumbs up as always and hit that subscribe button. Bye for now guys.